This is setup directions for the Gymboss interval timer. Normal directions are located in the belt clip, and shortened directions are also, as a reminder, on the back of the belt clip for use in the gym. Please learn to use the timer before you get to the gym, which will make your workout much more efficient. First of all, during shipping there's a protective plastic battery tab which needs to be removed. Also, the batteries that are included are just a temporary battery, and we do recommend replacing it with a Duracell or Energizer battery as soon as possible. These batteries will provide many months of service from the timer. So after the battery's in, the timer comes on. To turn the battery off, to turn the timer off or on, simply hold the next button for approximately 3 seconds. And the screen disappears, it's off, and to turn it back on, hold the next button for about 3 more seconds. Now we'll explain the setup mode of the Gymboss interval timer. The way you enter setup is by holding the next and the change button together for approximately 3 seconds until you see the screen change. There it goes. You are now entered the setup mode. It'll remain in the setup mode as long as you're putting inputs into it. But if you go for 30 seconds with no inputs, it will exit the setup mode. And that indication of that will be that the parameters return back on the screen. "30 seconds and it has exited the setup mode. Indications are the remaining parameters are back on the screen. So now we want to enter setup here again. Hold the next and the change button. We're back in setup. The first section of the setup is choosing 1 interval time or 2 interval times by using the change button. Change button during the setup and while you're learning the procedure, it's good to use the change button as much as you can. You can't hurt it. The next step is to set the interval times that you desire by pushing the next button. The first interval is flashing, and you can change that number simply by pushing the change button. For the Tabata routine, we use a 20-second work interval with a 10-second rest interval. I prefer to have the 10-second rest in the first interval, which allows me 10 seconds to get in position to begin the routine. Keep pushing the next button. Move to the 2, make it a 0, change. 20 seconds for the work interval. The next portion of the setup is to select manual repeating, which manual is simply a countdown timer. Automatic mode, it'll keep repeating 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and it'll count up to 99 cycles. Tabata routine calls for 8 cycles of this. Keep pushing change, it's manual, auto at the preset number of cycles. We want 8 cycles. Push the change button again. There's 8 cycles. Push next. We're moving on to the type of alarm. This is a beep high alarm. We can have a beep low, vibrate, or both beep high and vibrate, beep low and vibrate. Beep high, beep low, vibrate. Beep high and vibrate is my preference, both of them. And the next step is to select your alarm duration. This is alarm duration of 1 second at the end of each interval, or 5 seconds at the end of each interval. My preference for Tabata routine is 1 second at the end of each interval. And push next, you'll see everything come back on the screen, indicating setup is exited and we're ready to begin timing. To begin timing, simply push the start button. You'll hear the alarm, feel the alarm, and the timer is counting down. At the end of 8 cycles, it'll have a 15-second alarm indicating to you that you've completed 8 cycles of the 10-second rest, 20-second work routine. If you want to stop and reset the timer to begin your workout over, simply hold the start button. After 3 seconds, it has been reset and you're ready to time again. That's all in the back. Reset timer, hold start. That's the setup of the Gymboss interval timer.